presentation.
Oh, it's time. It's presentation time. Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Garcia. I'm the 17-2s coach at Sturt. This year we were awarded the Premiership Trophy for the 17-2s at the end of the season.
Woo!
But it was well deserved. We definitely deserved it. We were the best team in the competition. But it didn't start out that way. The first 3 games we were 1-2, but then we went on a tear, a 14-game winning streak. Half of those wins were come from behinds, which was no different in the last game of the season, which was a preliminary final. We were down by 6 runs halfway through the game, but the kids just kept coming. 1 run at a time, 1 inning at a time, and the momentum kept swinging. In the end, it was a walk-off in extra innings, which was just very exciting. That was our grand final. The team was amazing. You know, everyone contributed. All the players did a fantastic job. You know, at the beginning of the year, we didn't know if Lockie, Saruta, or Nick were going to be playing, but they ended up playing the season, and we couldn't have done it without them. Joe Harvey, who is just a quiet guy who goes about it, always reliable in the field wherever I put him, and goes about his own business. Angela, she pitched 500 pitches this year. You know, and that's a huge contribution to the team. Brad, who came through to my team halfway through the season, was just a great addition to the team. It's something that we kind of needed. He caught the last few games of the season for me, but the love of the game that he has is fantastic, and now he's doing some umpiring. James Athanopoulos, who is my Ron Macbeth nominee, and deservedly so.
Round of applause.
James has been awesome all year. He's at every practice. He tries every practice in and out to improve himself. My coach's award goes to Ryder Mathers.
Round of applause.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, Ryder never complains, always does what he's told, and is always there trying to improve himself. My batting award goes to a kid who, halfway through the year, I realized he was just swinging at every first pitch. And in one game, I said to him, take a pitch. First at bat, swings at the first pitch, gets a hit. Second at bat, I said, come on, let's just take one pitch. Gets up, first pitch, swings, gets another hit. After that, I said, all right, you can do whatever you want. He batted 530, and that's Seb War. Good job, Seb.
Round of applause.
My MVP goes to a kid who, again, goes about it quietly, but was a major player in this team. Not only did he do it in the field, but he did it at the plate. His fielding percentage was 938, nearly 1,000, and his batting average was 470. A well-deserved MVP goes to Tyler Stevens. It's been a pleasure coaching this year, you guys. I've really enjoyed it. It's been some ups and downs in these games. Some of them have been really crazy, but it's been fantastic. I really enjoyed it. See you, Sturt family.
Hi all, welcome to the presentation of the Under-17 Division 1 Team Awards. Obviously a bit different this year. The Under-17 team, first team this year, had a really good year. Probably going into Christmas, we had a pretty good run into Christmas and started playing our best baseball. Started off a bit slowly post-Christmas, and then really again put up a pretty good fight right through the finals. Obviously didn't finish on the way we wanted to against Goodwood, but I'd probably argue that the team had a pretty good year all year, and were much better at the end than the start of the season. Want to say thanks to Colby for coming down from Renmark. He was a welcome addition through the first 2/3 of the season. Obviously through injury at the start, with missing Lockie Seacamp, and having Zach Becker have a relatively interrupted season with his football didn't help us at all. But the boys stepped up, and we had to use a lot of different pitches, a lot of different catches this year. A lot of different players had to play some different positions, and I think it did them very well. I want to say thanks to to Jake Parkinson for scoring all year, and he's just a fantastic guy to rely on and does a great job of that. Thanks to Andrew Vidale, Mitchie, to Mike Garcia, to Stan, for everyone who helped out throughout the year, was much appreciated. Life gets pretty busy at different times, and you guys you're always there and can be counted on all the time. To the boys, this year my first award goes as a coach's award, goes to a kid who he continues to get better. His demeanour is fantastic, and he just gets the job done wherever you put him. Is Ethan Dawson. He played in the lead-off spot really well, and congratulations, Ethan. You're a credit to yourself and a credit to the club, and keep working hard, mate, and good things will come. Other coaches award goes to Angus Catt. Angus again had to probably cop a little bit of stick this year, a little bit around catching early on when Lockie Seacamp couldn't catch, and that put his pitching on the back burner. I know how much he wants to pitch, and he sucked it up for the team, and really just wherever again, once I put him, he was fantastic this year behind the plate. He was very good, ran the game very well. He then came in and played a fair bit of second base, played a bit of shortstop, and did that well as well. And at the end of the season, he was pitching for a first year and a young first year player against Souths, against Goodwood a couple of times. He showed that he can mix it with some of those older kids. And well done to you, mate. You did a good job. My MVP this year is a kid that just keeps getting better and better with age. He's got all the attributes to be a very, very good baseballer. He has an excellent speed. His batting is getting better. His fielding is improving, and his demeanour is excellent. His temperament for the game and his emotional intelligence for the game is excellent. And our MVP this year went to Jamie Vidale. So well done, Jamie, mate. If you continue to improve at the rate you are, big things are ahead of you. My Deegan nomination this year, Josh Deegan nomination, went to Brad Vince. Brad, again, just a full credit to him. He with his umpiring this year, he's just taken his contribution to the league and contribution to the club, and more importantly, his contribution to his team to another level. And Brad, very proud of you for what you've done this year. Probably just as a side note, then, well done to all the kids that made the Armada team. Although you probably won't get to play at this stage. Well done for trying out and making that team. It's going to be an interesting 6 months ahead of us, and hopefully we'll all be back up and running, ready for pre-season next year. Thanks for having me, and look forward to seeing how you all develop over the next 12 to 18 months. Cheers.
Hi all, Andrew Vidale here on behalf of the Under-19 team. This season saw the return of the Under-19 competition after several years of absence. It was intended as a showcase opportunity series for clubs' older teenagers, and an opportunity for those players which are dispersed amongst the club's senior teams to once again play together alongside some upcoming juniors. Only 6 of the 14 Metro clubs fielded a team, and although Sturt's numbers are down in this age group, it's a testament to the enthusiasm of our younger players who participated in the competition. Compared to most of our competitors, whose teams comprised older teenage players from their A and B grade teams, our squad was very young, comprising only 6 non-junior players, namely Nick Borrello, Baxter Eckert, Joel Edwards, Jonas Garcia, Reed Stewart and Sam Stewart. We were joined by 8 under-17s, Angus Catt, Ethan Dawson, Samson Garcia, Ryder Mathers, Jake Mossman, Angela Mortios, Jamie Vidale and Spencer Warlow. With such a young squad, we were not expecting to win the flag, and our participation was primarily an opportunity for player development. As for many, this was the first high-level competition experience. Modified rules limited a pitcher's assignment to 9 outs, or nominally 3 innings, and with only 2 senior pitchers in our squad, the need to preserve our junior pitchers for the weekend, pitching was always going to be our Achilles heel. This was certainly reflected in the scorebook, as we were always competitive early in the game, but lacked the pitching depth to hold the score in the latter part. Despite what a 0 from 5 record may suggest, everybody played well and should be proud of their individual performance and attitude to the game. To quote the Armada and West Torrens under-19 coach Ron Harvey after our loss to his team, the score is meaningless as you were playing an A-grade team. There was some excellent baseball played by all. Personal statistics are aren't very meaningful for a 5-game series, particularly as only 6 players participated in every game, and 5 players appeared in 2 or less games. As a team, we batted .224 with our top 3 averaging .400, and we typically threw more than 60% strikes, which is all you can ask of a pitcher. Hope that everyone enjoyed the experience. Hopefully the competition will continue and expand next season. On a final note, thanks to the players and their chauffeurs for making the often long drive at 5 p.m. on a Wednesday evening. But a team can't play without significant off-field help also, and I'd like to extend a huge thanks to Ashley Mossman for volunteering as team manager, Tony Catt, Mitch Dawson and Mike Garcia for helping out with the coaching duties, often with very little notice, and to Louis Mortiel, Sally Edwards and Stuart Mossman for scoring. Thanks, and see you next year. Bye.
The winner of the Patrons Junior Award for this year had an interesting year, improved as the year went on, and with his pitching and batting, hitting 5 home runs, and was also not only the best batter in under 15 ones, but also batted well in under 17s when he went up there. At the end of the year, he finished a close second in the junior caps by 1 vote. The winner is Jack Hutton. Congratulations, Jack.
Hi everyone, it's Paul Mildren here. Just wanted to give you guys a bit of a background on Ron Macbeth and everything that he means to so many different people up at the baseball club, especially to myself being a long-time student of Ron's, long-time baseball student up at the baseball club, and the fantastic memories he gave me, not just with baseball, but just growing up as a young man. And I know everyone's aware of the success he was able to transfer his knowledge across to so many people and allow them to have success. But just everyone that he touched up at the baseball club and the person he was really stood out to everyone that he was around. A bit more context around Ron is that after his successful baseball career of his own in New South Wales, both as a state player and coach, he moved over to Adelaide for work, but he became involved up at the Sturt Baseball Club after his son was playing there in 1972. Ron was heavily involved as a coach at the junior level. He established the hugely successful Pee Wee competition, the Friday night competitions that so many people have been involved in, with the Sturt All-Stars representing South Australia for so many years at the national titles as well. He became the club's junior coordinator with a focus on kids' enjoyment and skill development. But he also incorporated a Saturday morning primary school competition, which began to see huge numbers of juniors coming through, including myself from the local Highgate Primary School and many others. His involvement and dedication to our juniors came with great success, both on and off the field. His developmental way with training and encouraging kids in our sport made a large impact on baseball in SA. Ron was awarded a Mitcham Council Award for his work in encouraging kids to be involved in the sport. And like I said, it was more than just baseball specific. It was just kids that just needed a bit of guidance and a bit of mentoring. Ron was highly respected by all members of the Baseball League. Junior competitions were named after him. He dedicated his life to coaching all age groups at Sturt and was always available to help anyone who asked. We all have that lifelong memory of Ron sitting in his bullpen, working with the next up-and-coming pitcher, putting their foot up on the bucket or getting to throw the multicoloured ball. The Ron Macbeth bullpen is situated along the first base line, if you don't know, but between the diamond and the clubhouse, that will forever be his spot. Ron was willing to help anyone, like I mentioned, that was keen to learn. He never distinguished between those who were talented to those who found baseball a little more challenging. Ron always focused on the basics, with balance being a key word, whether batting, fielding or pitching. In honour of Ron Macbeth and the club, in consultation with the Macbeth family, have created the Ron Macbeth Junior Award. All junior players within our club are eligible to win this award, and junior coaches nominate one player from their team, with the final selection being made by the club's management committee. The criteria for the award is players that can show that they're keen to learn, they're persistent, they follow directions of coaches, they're respectful to their fellow players, coaching staff, managers, officials, they're team oriented, they put in the extra training to reach goals, they always have a go, they present themselves well on the field with uniform and they come ready to play. They stay positive even when things aren't going their way, and they never let the opposition see any weaknesses. So holding that really positive demeanour. So really, it's everything that Ron stood for. It's what we see so much of the people that came out of his program, and a fantastic opportunity for our junior players to be a part of that and to be awarded that.
Hi guys, I'm Macbeth. You might recognise me as the A-grade catcher this year at Sturt, but I'm also the grandfather of the late Ron Macbeth. We're really proud to have this new award named after Ronnie, and as a family we're really proud to hold his legacy at the club. As you can see in the bullpen as well, it's named after him, which is really nice. But Ronnie himself, he was more than just a grandfather to us. He was a mentor, he was a friend, he was there to, when you had a bad game, he was always there to tell you, that's alright, as long as you had fun. It was one of his main lines. But the time he put into other kids was just out of this world. It doesn't matter your ability, who you were, what your name was, he'd take you down to the bullpen and have a go with you. And he just made you feel like you could do it, and he made you feel like you could become a better baseballer. And that was his biggest trait, I think. He's given you that confidence that you could actually do it. So yeah, we're really proud of this award. We hope the people that do end up winning it really treasure it, and yeah, it means something to them. And hopefully we can see these baseballers that are winning this award come through the A grade and make their mark based on the Sturt Baseball Club and the SABL and beyond. So for this year, congratulations to all the nominees, and the winner for this year